So, hello, Rob.
Hello.
Rob.
That's my name. Don't wear it out. Yeah.
Oh, please. We're going to cut that out.
No, we're not.
Yes, sir. Hi, Rob.
Yes,
Where are we going?
Laurel. We're going to go to a northern Vietnamese style restaurant called Mr. Red. And since we just spent a few months in the neighborhood of Vietnam, if not Vietnam particularly,
Well, we were in Vietnam.
we've
as well.
had a hard time finding a place that does a good mam tom. So
Vancouver.
In Vancouver, exactly. So we're checking out Mr. Red tonight. Now, I've been here before, but not since I went and spent some time in Hanoi. And they have a very special dish here tonight that I'm very anxious to try that I've only had in Hanoi. So
And I don't know what I'm having
Oh.
yet. But I did want to mention, so there are two Mr. Reds in Vancouver.
Yes.
There's the one on Hastings Street, and that's the one we're going to tonight. And then there's also another one in Kitsilano. And I think we've talked about it. We're probably going to go there as well in another video because their menus are different. And
Yeah.
we thought that would be really interesting to see what the two different versions of Mr. Red
And each location has a special dish that they do that is exclusive to that location. And this
Right.
one has the northern style Hanoi thing. And the other one is a soup dish, which is very interesting. But this is, I wouldn't go so far as to say budget cheap eats, but it's not really expensive either. And the focus here is on authenticity and quality. So that's what we're shooting for. And believe me, our sensibilities for authenticity have been refined by spending a couple of months in Da Nang. So,
Absolutely.
so we're quite anxious to try this out. So let's go check it
Okay.
out. So Mr. Red is on East Hastings Street, and it's right on the periphery of a pretty dodgy neighborhood.
It's not bad.
But
not bad.
it's good here.
It's in between
Good is
commercial and
relative.
Nanaimo.
Yeah. And it's not too far from the Ethiopian restaurant that we just
true.
told you
Axum.
about. Yeah. There it is. Mr. Red.
Cafe.
So they got one of these fancy new QR code things here for the menu. So we've got our menus on our phones here, which is the way that the young people are doing it now.
Well, it's a post-COVID.
Yeah, it is a COVID thing. And the neat thing about this place is that it's real northern style. So Hanoi, it's got things like bun cha, which is a real northern Hanoi dish, and this one that I'm going to murder the pronunciation here, but it's a number 21 Bun Dao Phat Lok, I think it is.
And it's
I know
only...
my tones are so bad. I apologize to anybody who speaks fluent or even crappy Vietnamese. Mine's even crappier.
And they only have it at the Hastings location. They don't have it at the kids' location.
Yeah, so it's got steamed pork hock slices, deep fried tofu, deep fried pork blood sausage, and deep fried young rice cake with ground shrimps and pork served with vermicelli noodle, fresh herbs, and spicy shrimp paste sauce, which is... It's good. We love it. And it's really spicy. And it's... I actually had this dish in a little alley off this hotel that we stayed in. Remember that? Yeah. Forget what the name of the hotel was.
The Queen.
Queen of something.
The Queen of.
Queen of something.
No, Queen.
Latifah. That's it.
No, it really wasn't.
Anyway, this woman and her daughter set up a little stall. It was only early in the morning because this, believe it or not, is I think more of a breakfast food than anything else. And they're just like right there on the street corner. And I went, Mom Tom and blood sausage. I'm in. So it was fantastic. So I'm hoping to recreate that fantasticness here. I've never had this dish here before, but it's going to be good.
And we're also going to get banzeo because I want to see how they do it here. We had some great banzeo in Da Nang.
We have a video on it. So
We do, and we want to see how they do it here. It would be great if we found a local place for banzeo, which we really enjoy. So,
and then we're going to try a pyramid rice dumpling, which I've never had before. So we'll see.
just
see
for the
what-
heck of it.
Yeah.
So we'll let you know.
Yeah, indeed. All right. Oh, lots of good stuff. We're going to have lots of good stuff. We're going to try. It's a number 21. Is it Bun Dao Phat Lok? Is that?
Mắm tôm, yes.
Yeah, with Mam Tom.
Yes.
Yes.
You
Yes.
love mắm tôm?
Yes.
Love it. Love it. No.
And we're also going to get banzeo.
Bánh xèo, yes.
Yeah, we're going to split Both?
Yeah.
And you also wanted the
The
pyramid.
pyramid
dumpling.
rice, yeah, banjio, is that
Bánh
it?
giò, bánh giò.
Banjio, oh yeah.
Banjio.
My tones are terrible. I
Yeah, the
apologize.
pronunciation.
I know it's hard. I know it's hard.
I did Duolingo for 2 years, and I still
Still can't
I
pronounce
can only
it.
say hello and count to 6.
But it is a good effort, right? Good
Yeah.
try.
You got to
Yeah,
try.
yeah.
That's true. So yes, I think that's
So,
what we want, and I think we're good with water.
Yeah, we're good with water. Unless you have what tea?
We have tea. You want
Okay,
to try
let's do
tea?
some
tea would be
Yeah,
nice,
I
yeah.
got tea for you.
Good.
So we have the bánh giò,
Yeah.
bánh xèo, and then the bún đậu, right?
Perfect.
Okay, so I just want to let you know the bánh xèo gonna take a little bit longer.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
That
so
means it hasn't been sitting there for a while.
Yeah,
That's
like
good.
to
It's
make it
fresh.
crispy,
Yeah,
right?
crispy. You want
Yeah.
crispy. That's
Very
important.
nice.
Okay,
Good.
thank you.
Thank
Come
you.
on, thank you.
Come on.
See, I know how to say thank you, even though
Which
I'm probably
is-
saying it wrong.
Probably the most important
Yeah.
thing to learn
Yeah.
is to how to be polite, right, in any language. So.
Well, we're Canadian.
But I love that. So the banzeo takes longer because you want it crispy. And if it's sitting there, if it's been cooked already,
Yeah.
and it's
If
sitting
they
there,
brought it out in 90 seconds, I would be heading for the door right away.
yeah,
So
because it's like a crepe, right? So it has to be cooked to order.
that's right. Check out our other video on banzeo. It's in our.
It's in. If you look at our playlist, I think there's a Vietnam playlist,
Yeah.
and it's in there, and it says banzeo, and zeo is spelled XEO.
So this is a very nice place. It's very clean. It's not very inhabited at the moment, but it is a Monday night, and it's 7-ish, 7:30 almost. But it's not like our other favorite kind, which is like a dirty little hole in the wall kind of
It's
thing.
not a
But
hole in the wall, but it's not fancy either.
Yeah.
The decor is lovely, and it's quite new
yes, yeah.
and clean, as you said.
And the people that run it are very, very sweet.
Yes.
So
And the decor's quite nice. I love these jars of things up there.
you love anything in a jar.
I do.
Majesty has arrived. This is what they call a
Gosh, it smells
pyramid rice cake.
and rice dumpling.
Rice dumpling.
And what it actually looks like to me, if you've been to dim sum and you get like a sticky rice, it's
Ooh, yeah.
almost, except it's not. It's not. It's like rice flour instead.
Yeah, like a glutinous rice flour. kind
And then
of
it
thing.
looks like it's got a bit of
And
chili
some
oil
woodier mushroom, and apparently inside.
and some chili sauce.
Oh, look at that! Oh man! Oh, that looks
really,
great.
really good.
So there's a nice
Like pork
Pork.
and woodier.
pork and woodier mushroom thing on the inside.
It
so-
smells so good.
Okay, ready? Here comes the choo-choo. Here's the filling. Oh. Quick. Yummy.
It's porky.
Porky.
And it's mushroomy. Yeah, no. It's
Are
really
there any better two things to be consuming on the planet than pork and
Well, I
mushroom?
want to try the hot sauce though. That's nice too. Okay, I really like that. So what I think is that you need to do a dip.
I do. The protocol has been defined. So
And the dumpling, the outside is made with rice flour.
yeah.
So it's a sticky, soft, which is why it was wrapped. Obviously, it was steamed in a banana leaf, both for flavor and to hold it together because I don't know if you can see how sort of stretchy and sticky the rice flour part of the dumpling is. Oops.
Well,
I'd say it's a winner though.
so far we're batting 1,000.
See?
Don't tell the quail.
So I'm gonna cut that in half so we each get.
Oh, we each get half a quail egg.
Oh no no no.
And when we were in Vietnam, there was a restaurant just around the corner that did balut quail eggs. So they had like dozens and dozens of these little quail eggs, only they were semi-formed on the inside. These ones are not formed.
No, we're not huge fans of balut. We tried it because you have to sort of. Well, maybe some people don't. But we had to. We don't love balut. You know,
Yet.
would I eat it again if I had to be polite? Sure, I would. Would I order it? On
Seek it
purpose?
out? Probably
really.
not. Yeah.
So, but that was not. That was
But
just
this,
a quail egg.
I would order again. It's very, very,
Love
very
it.
tasty. And one thing about Vietnam is that sometimes your food comes and it's always tasty, but there's all kinds of things on the side that you can amp it up with. And
There's always something to modify your dish with.
you can season it to taste. That's a really normal thing to do. And this is their satay or chili oil. And you can always judge a place by the quality of its chili oil because this is homemade. This has got some lemongrass in it. It's really, really good. And by gosh, it's spicy.
And we like spicy.
And we like spicy. So for me to say it's spicy, I don't want to brag, but it's really freaking spicy is what it is. So.
And they also have, they have the ubiquitous sriracha, rooster sauce, as some people call it.
And the pickled garlic.
Yeah, with chilies in it too, and vinegar, right?
Yeah.
So that's a great addition to your soup if you're having pho or something like that, but also to other things as well. So, and in Vietnam we often would get, a wedge of lime, some fresh chilies, things to doctor whatever your thing is. That's pretty important, is that you have it your way.
Have it your way. Well, we made short work of that.
And we got our green tea, which is lovely as well. Nice to have. In Vietnam, we mostly drank
Iced tea.
cha da, which is iced tea. This is hot tea, but it's still lovely. It's nice and heavy. Yay!
Oh, that looks unbelievable.
Thank
That's
you.
Thank
wonderful.
you.
I take it away.
Yes, thank
Very
you.
good. That was delicious. That
Very
was really
good.
delicious.
Enjoy. Let
Thank
me
you.
know if you need anything else.
Okay.
Do you have any lime?
Yes, I got you.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Because usually you mix some lime in with the nam tom. So this looks absolutely.
Although they may have
glorious.
already done that. So that's the blood sauce.
Oh yeah. So that's blood sausage, and that is something else.
Maybe like a fish cake or
I think
fish
it-
cake. I think it's
Yeah, and this is rice noodle, of course, and we have some vegetables.
There's some
And
pork something there, right?
well, this is the pork
Oh, right.
pork slices, and then deep fried tofu.
Yeah, but even after the pork
crackers.
slices, there was another pork thing listed there somewhere.
Very nice.
Excellent.
Thanks
Thank you
thanks
so
very
much.
much. And this is the mum tom, the fermented shrimp paste of destiny, which is quite fantastic.
Which is funky and fabulous for us anyway.
Now in Hanoi, what they did for me, because I was a new white guy on the scene, they squeezed some lime in there. Did they put some in?
It's
And then mix it
Yes.
with some
Think so.
oil. So we're probably going to squeeze a bit of this. Well, we got lemon instead of lime.
well,
here,
as
but-
is true in many places. Mexico, I've had that as well.
Yeah.
In Spain, lemon and lime are interchangeable
All right,
for a
so-
lot of cultures.
So squeeze some in, mix it up.
There's one little seed that got in there.
Yes, look at that, eh? All right. Give that bad boy a stir.
So we've got some vermicelli here.
We do, yes. We're on a real rocky table here. Which is
Yeah,
really
sorry
kinda-
about that. We
kinda
should have tried to put a shim in there or something, right?
That's right. Oh, big fella. There you go. This looks unbelievable.
vermicelli. And then some other things.
All right, well, I'm going to try a little dip of the, pretend I'm back in Da Nang, and I'm going to dip some tofu in the Mam Tom. Well, now, it's like blue cheese. When you're a kid, first time you try it, you kind of go, it's moldy and gross smelling, like old socks.
Yep.
But then you learn to love it. And
Some people do.
I've learned to love it.
So I'm going to go in on the blood sausage here, and I'm not going to dip first because I want to actually taste what it tastes like by itself.
Okay, be that way.
And actually,
Is it good?
it is.
Oh yeah.
It's got some nice flavor all on its own, but subtle.
Yeah, blood sausage is a thing in Vietnam. Definitely.
It's got a pretty
Whoa.
dry-ish texture, not in a bad way, but a dry texture. The spicing is fairly subtle,
Yeah.
but very tasty, and I'm just going to give it a little.
Oh yeah, that's really good. And the combination, Mum Tom is like a great accentuator. Like it adds an umami hydrogen bomb kind of thing to whatever it
To
is you're eating.
everything.
It's just fantastic.
I want to see.
What's that one?
Well, I think there's some pork here.
Quest for pork. Is it? Let's see. It's an interesting little.
Might be a fish cake with green onion.
Oh, it's so good.
The green onion in there is gorgeous. That's really nice.
This is a spectacular dish, and they do it really,
They do it
really,
really
well.
well.
Wow.
And you see, I only do a tiny little dip. It dips a bit more in the mum tom, but I like a tiny bit as an accent. It can overpower things.
Oh, yeah.
So you have to figure out for you what's the best
And
best way.
I'm led to believe it comes in different strengths as well. Like there's really nuclear mum tom.
So we also have like shrimp chips here. We've got some bean sprouts. You know me, I'm always in on the veggies. We've got some cucumber. And then we've got chopped. It's lettuce, but there's also herbs in there.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
At
there's
least
some mint and some
cilantro and mint. I'm not sure if there's more than that in there. But, you know.
Oh, this takes me right back. Man, this is fantastic.
And you can mix up or not this dish how you like. If you want to put some mum tom and mix your vermicelli.
Yes, I'm going to even dip a little bit. There you go.
That's also another way of doing it, the dip.
Well, bold. But wow. What I love about Vietnamese food is just also fresh and clean and herbaceous.
I wouldn't call mum tom clean,
No.
but the rest of it. Mum tom is funky.
Wow. That's really, really good. Well, I haven't tried that.
Me either.
Okay,
Or
bit
even the tofu.
So this is like a cold bit of pork hock, which is quite fantastic. This was one of our favorite meals in Vietnam, is sitting out on the sidewalk and ordering this fried tofu.
There's the banh xeo.
Oh, banh xeo. Oh my goodness.
Fabulous. Thank you so much. That's really beautiful.
That's gorgeous.
Thank you.
Do you know how to eat it, right?
Yes.
Oh yes.
All right.
This is delicious.
Thank
It's
you.
so good, yeah.
Yeah.
Could we be any more effusive? Okay, how's that pork? The hock. Good?
Yep.
Very porky. Wow.
Is the banh xeo, and that is truly epic looking. And so we're going to cut that up and wrap it in some lettuce leaves and dip it in this fish sauce with some cucumber and the pickled carrot and daikon. Oh boy, I think we struck gold here. This is great.
So, this we went back to the menu, and it was that thing we read that said that it is a young rice cake with brown shrimp and pork. And it's really good.
Oh yes.
I like that. That's a new,
That's really
new
good.
find. Really yummy. So this is the banh xeo, and we've got this large crepe here. Sometimes they're bigger, sometimes they're smaller. And inside it, I just cut off a bit with the spoon. Inside there's bean sprouts and shrimp and some yumminess.
Yumminess.
Yumminess, you know, that yumminess. And
Put a bit of
I'm going to put a little of the dachua on there, which is the carrot, pickled carrot and daikon. And maybe a cucumber. And then you wrap it up. I mean, who doesn't like lettuce wrap?
Who doesn't like the lettuce? Oh, it's crispy too. Look at that.
It is exactly as it should be, right? And that's why she said, you know, they make them to order. It's a pretty big piece, dude, for you to fit.
It is. I'm overly
that's better.
ambitious. Okay.
Is that ground pork?
It is.
Yeah. So that's in there as well. And then you just go in and you dip into the sauce. And the sauce is usually fish sauce, lime juice, and sugar.
Yeah. A little bit of chili.
There is something coconut.
Coconut. Say it isn't.
I was trying to put my finger on what I'm tasting. I totally unexpected coconut in there.
That's wicked.
Coconut.
Coconut. Who knew? This is a mountain of food.
So far, Rob and I were talking about this. This may be, not definitive, but it may be our favorite Vietnamese in Vancouver so far.
And they have mum tom. This is a much thicker banh xeo than anything we had in Vietnam too.
Yeah, still crispy and lovely. And once again, this is too much food for the two of us.
We over-ordered. Why did we
Because
always
of
do
you.
this?
Because we wanted to order enough different things.
It's all your fault. It's all the viewers' fault. So Vancouver is a funny place because since the advent of Expo '86, there's been a good news, bad news kind of situation. The good news is the Expo kind of put Vancouver on the map,
It did.
and the bad news is that Expo put Vancouver on the map. That's right. So in the early '80s, you were very hard pressed. I think there was only one, possibly two Japanese restaurants in town, and then the sushi as a phenomenon kind of exploded. And as a result, now you can barely swing a cat and not hit a dozen mediocre sushi bars. But they're all of a certain kind of like level, and very, very few of them are good. Even fewer are great.
That being said, there are some of the best sushi you'll ever
yeah.
have in your life
That's
in
right.
Vancouver, because we are on the coast.
And the same kind of goes for Vietnamese restaurants. There's been a huge influx of the community from Vietnam, and especially since the 90s. And there's tons of Vietnamese beef noodle, pho shops
Places
everywhere.
that I would call serviceable.
Yeah.
Vietnamese. It's
Yeah.
like the food's perfectly fine, on a rainy, gross day. If you go
You
in
get
and
warmed up, it's
get
beefy, a little bit of salt,
you get
it's good.
some
It's
pho
good.
or whatever, it's nice. But
But this
this is another level.
this is on a whole different level for Vietnamese.
Even
food.
what's on their menu
Yeah.
is different than what's on those serviceable places.
Yeah.
And we're not dissing those places. Those have a place.
No, I
Absolutely.
love those places.
Yeah.
But this is a cut above.
This is
Yeah.
better.
It's maybe 2 cuts above.
It's better.
So, Mr. Red, check it out. You're gonna love it. Trust us, please trust us. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and like, because we like that. Well, it's in. That was, and I have to say, we did kind of pig out.
What was the total?
So for the 3 dishes, before tip was $53. So if you came in with your honey, like I did, and just wanted to have a lunch, this almost qualifies for the cheap eats thing. And as always, we'll put a link and a map pin to this.
There will
this
be a
place
map
so
pin
you can
for
find
here,
it.
so you can find his Mr. Red, and we will probably go to the other one as well, just to do a comparison.
Not this week.
No, not for a bit, but we'll go to the other one at some point too, to give you an idea that.
All right.
Oh my goodness, the nicest ladies in there. Like seriously, both of the ladies we dealt with were friendly, and
Sweet.
and accommodating anything we needed. Just lovely people. Go
Like
to Mr.
just
Red.
about everybody that we met in Vietnam was
Well,
the
there's
same.
that
was
too.
the same
Yes,
way. So.
but go to Mr. Red. Some sign?
Bye now.